This is the third part of the video dealing with an ellipse. In the first part, we looked at the definition and equation of ellipse, etc. And in the second part, we have drawn the graph of an ellipse given its equation in the standard form. Now, in this video, we are going to look at the equation of an ellipse given in general form, and we have to change it into standard form, and then we have to draw its graph. Okay, the given equation is 16x square plus 9y square minus 192x plus 54y plus 513 is equal to 0. Okay, let's go. So at first I'll try to write this x terms together. I am seeing two terms with x's and two with the y's. So let us put them together. So I'll write 16x square minus 192x plus 9y square plus 54y plus 513 is equal to 0. So now in the second step, I'm going to take common factors between these terms, between these two x terms and those y terms, and I will also send this 513 to the other side. Let us handle this 513 by subtracting 513 on both sides. That goes off, this got cancelled, and you have it there. Now, what is a common factor between 16 and 192? 192 is divisible by 16. Let us see. 192 divide 16. Right, it's 12. So 12 times 16 is 192. Okay, so I can take out 16 as a common factor between these two. Right, so 16, only the numerical factor we are taking, we are not looking at x. 16 is taken out, so you are left with the x square minus, this is 16 times 12 is 192, so I'll write x square minus 12x, close the parenthesis, plus 9y square plus 54y. So between 9 and 54, we see that 9 is the greatest common factor because 9 can divide 54. How many times? 9 times 6 is 54. So I'll take out 9. You are left with y square here plus 6y is equal to 0 minus 513 is 513. Okay, and the actual purpose of taking this 16 as a common factor is we want to have this x square by itself, and there 9 is taken out because we want to have this y square by itself, so that we will attain our standard form of equation of ellipse like this, x minus h. We want to have x by itself and y by itself. That is the main reason for this, taking out the common factors. Okay, now in the next step, I'll write here 16 times x square minus 12x plus something we have to add here so that this whole expression becomes a perfect square. So I'm leaving it a blank. Plus 9 times y square plus 6y plus again a blank. We are looking for a perfect square. So that is equal to negative 513 plus 2 blank spaces, because you added those 2 blank spaces there. Okay. Then, using the process of completing the square, see that x square minus 12x, that is when you have the 12, it is like minus 2 times x times 6 plus this 6 square, that is 36. It is of the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square to give us a minus b whole square. So this x square minus 12x plus 6 square gives you that x minus 6 whole square, which is a perfect square. So in this expression we need 6 square. 6 square, that is 36, I have to add here, so that the whole thing x square minus 12x plus 36 will change to x minus 6 whole square in our next step. Okay, so I added 36 on the left hand side. It is not just 36, but 36 times 16. So I have to add that number here. How much? It is 36 times 16, or 16 times 36. That much you added here. 16 times 36 added on the left hand side. So I'll add it on the right hand side also. Plus the other thing goes here. What is the next one now? I have y square plus 6y plus blank. That is y square plus 2 times y times 3. 6y is 2 times 3, 6y. Plus 3 square. I should add 3 square, so that the whole thing becomes y plus 3 whole square, using that a plus b whole square formula. Okay, y plus 3 whole square. So I need 3 square, that is 9 I have to add here. Then it changes to y plus 3 whole square. Okay, so now when I add 9 here on the left hand side, that is 9 times 9 is added. So on the right hand side also I will add 9 times 9. This step is very important. Take some time, try to understand why this 36 is added on the left hand side, and why is this 16 times 36 you are adding on the right hand side. Same way, why that 3 square 9, and then 9 is added on the left hand side. So on the right hand side it is 9 times 9 we are adding. Okay, alright, now let us go to the next step. We have, like I said, this becomes 16 times x, minus sign is there, so x minus 6 whole square plus 9 times y plus 3, y square and 3 square. So y plus 3 whole square. Likewise there it was x square and 6 square 36. In between it is x times 6 times 2, that was 12x. Same way 6y I got there. And on the right hand side it is negative 513 plus 16 times 36 plus 9 times 9. Let us make use of calculator. Negative 513 plus 16 times 36 plus 9 times 9. You can write 81, or just let me take 9 times 9 to give us 144. So on adding these three numbers, our sum is 144. I'll write here 144 on the right hand side. So the given expression, the big expression now is modified into 16 times x minus 6 whole square plus 9 times y plus 3 whole square is equal to 144. So we are not at there in this standard form. This is my standard form of the equation of an ellipse in this case. So to make this expression by itself without 16 on there and without 9, I have to cancel 16 and 9, which are besides those perfect squares. So how can I do that? What is 16 times 9? Take the least common multiple between 16 and 9. That is 16 times 9. There is no common factor, so directly it's 144 is the least common multiple. So I'll divide by that least common multiple. Divide all the terms, both the terms on the left hand side and this term on the right hand side. I have to divide by that number 144 so that the value of the expression is not changed. Whatever we do to the left hand side, we have to do the same thing to the right hand side. Okay, so we have now 16 times x minus 6 whole square over 144 plus, I divided this, 9 times y plus 3 whole square over 144 is equal to 144 divided 144. Okay, that is this 16 can divide 144 9 times. We saw that 9 can divide 144 16 times. 144 divides 144 one time. So you are left with the x minus 6 whole square over 9, that is 3 square, plus y plus 3 whole square over 16, that is equal to 1. Now you see this expression, that is the equation of the ellipse, it is similar to the one we have. And here we have b square under this x terms, which is 9. You know that a square is always greater than b square. That's the reason you have the ellipse also in a different shape. Like it will be vertical major axis. It is of this form you'll get. In this kind of ellipse you're going to get it. Now, once you obtain the standard form, you can easily identify what is the center, focus, and everything else. So the given equation from the general form, this is how you simplified. First you grouped the terms with the x's and y's, then the common factor, then you have written them as a perfect square, and afterwards you brought it into the form of x minus h whole square over b square plus y minus k whole square over a square, that is equal to 1. So let us just quickly find out this center, foci, etc. I'll give you a few values. Now this equation is telling me that this h minus 6 and minus h, so your h is equal to 6, but k is equal to, I should have y minus k whole square, but there you have y plus 3 whole square. That is, it is nothing but negative of negative. Hence, k has to be negative 3. It is like y minus negative 3 whole square. So, h 6 and k negative 3. Therefore, your center is 6 comma negative 3. Now, to get the focus to that h 6 comma k is what? Negative 3. And c value we don't have, So to find C, I have to make use of this formula, a square minus b square. Where is my a? Again, this a is there. A square is equal to 16. This is a, right? And b square is equal to 9. That's a square and then b square. So square root of 16, that is 4. A is equal to plus or minus 4, and b is equal to plus or minus 3. So make use of this a and b to get the value of c. That is, c is equal to square root of a square, that is 4 square, that is 16, minus b square, that is 9, 3 square, that is 9, to give you how much? 16 minus 9, that is 7, square root of 7. So this c value I'll write here, 6 comma negative 3 plus square root of 7, that's one focus, and the other focus is 6 comma negative 3 minus square root of 7. It's approximate value also can take and locate that point. And the vertices are what? H is a 6 comma k is negative 3 plus a, that's 4. It will give us 6 comma 1. Similarly, if you take away 4, other point will be 6 comma negative 7. Negative 3, negative 4 gives you negative 7. Those are the two vertices. And the co-vertices are H 6 plus your B is a 3 comma K negative 3. So that gives me 9 comma negative 3, and the other point is going to be 6 minus 3, right? I have to take away B, so that is 6 minus 3 is 3 comma K value, that is negative 3. And then major axis x equal to h. So the equation of the major axis is x equal to h, that is x equal to 6, and then equation of minor axis is y is equal to k, that is negative 3. So now we have a lot of information. We know what is the center of the ellipse, what are the two focus points, foci, the first focus and the second, and then the vertices we have, and then co-vertices, which will give us the major axis and the minor axis, and the equation also you have, equation of the major axis and minor axis. Added to that, we are going to get 4 more points and in a table, and then we are going to plot all of them like I showed in the previous video. You can please try to draw that ellipse, and like I said, it is going to be in this form. Your ellipse orientation is vertical major axis you'll have. Okay, please try it. Thank you. Thanks for watching.